Hey, you wanna come in?
The reason we chose this music video is because it has a liveliness to it and an overall positive message.
It represents the idea of breaking free and individuality, and how it contributes to the ascendancy of the Korean stage. The title for this video, Backdoor, was actually hinted in a preceding music video from them, God's Menu, in which Stray Kids used the term backdoor to hint at a kind of VIP party.
At the beginning of Backdoor, it starts with Felix saying,
Hey, you wanna come in?
he's inviting the viewers and listeners to come join what we eventually find out is a party. Hyunjin also uses hung, which is a liveliness.
The lyrics corresponding to this part introduce the spectators to their show.
Bangchan was wearing a Saint Laurent shirt, and other members were seen wearing Gucci and Vetements, which are known as expensive brands. This can contribute to the idea that clothing plays an important part in becoming trendsetters and displaying status in Korean society. The fake tattoo shirts really caught my eye. In Korean culture, tattoos have a negative stigma and are often associated with gangs or delinquency. In this context, it's trying to depict Stray Kids as rebellious youth.
The chorus is them talking about how they're inviting VIPs through the back door. Even though they're using the word VIP, it's really anyone is welcome.
The people that are turning off the lights represent the people that want to shut them down, but the members turn the light switch on, defying them, and transports them to the white world where hundreds of stays fill up the gallery and dance along.
A lyric that I found interesting was when Jisung says, "It's okay because it's not Sekom," which calls out a specific brand of security company based in Japan. Is there like a wider connection to the historical impact of the Korean-Japanese relationship, and then what could this potentially be implying?
This part of the choreography is an allusion to the artwork The Creation of Adam, and it's used here to portray a perfect moment as said in the lyrics.
Another symbol was the white doors in the background. This could also be representative of opening a new door.
All these editing techniques right here, along with the energetic choreography, ties into Stray Kids' show and what the VIPs and the viewers and the spectators are watching. The light switch is turned on once again and the screen is full of white.
The idea of starting fresh.
The doors reappear once again.
Representing the amount of decisions you have to make in the future, growing up not to worry too much.
The lyrics start to be more directing to the listeners, telling them to open their eyes to what the world really is. Everyone partying in the background are stays and everyone who supports the group. It's a whole carnival celebrating everyone's accomplishments, especially the boys.
It's basically Stray Kids' idea of saying that, like, relax for a second. The clothes look pretty silky, even to the extent it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Korean hanbok kind of material. The changing clothes throughout the music video, and at this part, partner with other designer brand names, is kind of like a fresh take with a traditional clothing style. It could be a symbol of breaking away from tradition.
And the end is like a magic show itself where the boys disappear as their final act.
You wanna come in?
Blackpink, BTS, and Stray Kids have a liveliness that listeners gravitate towards, no matter like age or gender or culture. I think a lot of fans can really appreciate their songs, even if they don't understand lyrics, just because they have this catchiness.
I really think that K-pop music can be not like a blend, because like a lot of times it's like ballads and rap and dance songs all blended together. It's really more driven by outside influences. I think on the outside of the thought on the music videos that like it's more of a upbeat dance kind of adventure story if I had to choose, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of like like a Disney show where like the main cast is always a step ahead of the villain, and in the end they escape, I guess, in this context, like through the back door, especially with the help of special effects to add to the experience and to somehow get to the paradise, and then overall just break free from the stress of their lives.
Not only tell you to like be okay with your individuality, but like to celebrate it. It's not just something that you need to accept, it's something that you should embrace and celebrate. And I think the reason that these groups have helped Korea ascend to a global stage is because lyrics, all cultures, these lyrics help them find comfort, but it's also something everyone can relate to because it's something everyone's gone through.
The reason why not only BTS and Blackpink, but many K-pop artists have become so internationally popular is due to the fact that they represent the other. When people are tired of their normal everyday, they turn to K-pop for that refreshing, exciting cultural difference, equivalent to an alternative playground that breaks status quo. That's why even before mentioning how these third and fourth generation K-pop groups have exploded internationally, especially in the Western world, it's also important to acknowledge the first generation bands who are ultimately responsible for finding their own playground. It defies beauty standards. The lyrics and the videos celebrate being you and being positive, and represent the idea of breaking free. This alternative playground, mixing different music genres and styles from all over the world, incorporating them into what everyone can relate to, and that's music.